Good morning and welcome back to the woods. Nick and I are out for a camp out. Made a start putting camp up. My super shelter is basically a windbreak and somewhere for me to sit. I'll be using my little onetigris lavu tonight. But first of all, I need to light the fire because I need a cup of coffee. And there's some prime feather stick wood in there for later. I have a new fire lighting product. My buddy Des Cattys, he didn't send me this, I paid for it, has been making these fire lighters, and this is waxed card in a roll. So I'm going to try this out now. To be honest with you, I could probably light this pretty easily with a match, but I wanted to try this out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the section off this. I'm going to tease it up a bit, try and light it with a ferro rod.
It's the smoke magnet.
Yeah. Considering how dry that wood was, that's a lot of smoke. Fire lighter worked well, that's the main thing. Using the TGM fire anchor today because I'm cooking burgers tonight. Nicholas, do the honours. Such an awesome piece of kit, and it's got to be awesome because everybody and his brother's got one. TGM, I think that's the mini fire anchor. Good bit of kit. Well, seeing as I didn't bring an axe with me, I brought the Falcon A2. Needed a bit of use, and seen the light of day in about a year. I think it's about a year. So I'm going to make a quick batton, or if you're the other side of the pond, a baton, with my saw and my knife. Easy process, but a good thing to know, because it's a lot more comfortable than just using a big old log. Crack on then. Well, there's a reason why I'm going to make a batton, and that's because I'm going to make a stool. Does anybody remember my hole boring project? Well, I think I've cracked it. Show you in a bit. Time to put the little teepee up. Now, one thing I find with these onetigris is the pegs that come with them, I'm not impressed with them. So I usually carry my own peg bag, guy lines and thick aluminium pegs. They work a lot better. I know. I put a red piece of cord on the door. Leave me to it. I don't like putting tents up. She's up, nice and tight, with guy lines on the back. 3 guy lines. It's not going anywhere. I've got this all round here, and I'm going to turn this into a table. Now, I've got my hole boring kit. Obviously that's for small holes, and they are dirt cheap. I've attached this collet on here because the jaws that come in this do not hold these bits very well. Now, I've tried getting proper auger bits, I can't get them. They come in a big thick SDS ones which don't fit. So I'm a bit stuffed, and that's why I've got that one. But I'm going to try and use this gadget first, see how good it bores the holes. And this is going to be a 3-legged table, because I do find 3-legged is a lot more stable than a 4. well, it worked, but it wasn't very efficient. I know I'm going down the grain, but the bits, the gadget itself works fine. What I did works fine, it's strong enough, but them bits, nah, that's a bit, that inch bit, I think it's an inch short, 25mm, whatever, it's hard going. So I'm going to put a handle on this, try this one out. Well, the old brace and bit, auger bit, on welded on the tube, worked a damn sight better than my gadget. It's not the gadget, it's the fact I've got so much leverage and it's a proper auger bit, not a bit meant for a power drill. But I knew this anyway, because I'm not stupid. I like to try things out. Stuff in neat packages always floats my boat. Well, I've just done that one hole now, and that's perfect. I'm going to go over the first hole I done, because it's a bit bigger anyway, do the other hole. And right at this moment, Nick has told me the kettle has boiled, so it's time for a cup of tea. A2. One down, two to go. Well, unfortunately, I did this one a bit close and I got a crack. So Nick's here now, just to see that when I whack this one in, it all falls apart and he can laugh at me. Oh, don't hit that one again. Oh, shit, no.
Give me one more.
No, piss off.
Ladies and gentlemen, a turd.
Well, I don't know if you folks heard that, but Nick just introduced my stool as a turd. I only made it because I wanted to try my boring gadgets out. And yes, I need to get one. A long, proper auger bit. They're okay. And let's face it, I was going in end grain, which is always more difficult than going in the side. But I have a stool. Whether I sit on it is another thing altogether. We're losing the light now. We spent a few hours talking about weight loss plans. Yes, we've decided we all need to lose weight. And the last 2 weeks I've been eating 1 meal a day and I feel a lot better for it. Unfortunately, I've got burgers tonight, which is my treat. You know, nobody's perfect. Yes, so want to go in the summer, a couple of stone lighter. Nick's doing some sawing and he's enjoying himself.
We'll come probably even more exotic. We're starting off with the doors. Yeah, me too. Alright, on the way, what have I got for you? A couple of Toms in the form of Tom Petty and also Tom Jones.
£8 off per person. Don't miss out. Right now. Half-term holidays are go with Jet2 Holidays. Happy holidays you can book. Astronaut protected. Subject to availability and conditions.
I've made a few feather sticks for the morning. I think I'll be able to get the fire going with that. Right then folks, I'm going to make myself a little treat. Now I didn't come up with this myself. My good friend Neil from Greencraft came up with this one, and it's basically a quick and easy apple crumble. Custard mix, apples, and I got tinned apples here because they're already sliced and I'm lazy. And digestive biscuits. The idea is you make the custard, you put the apples in the custard, warm them up, crush digestives on top to make your crumble. I've been meaning to do this for ages. I did it once before, about 2 years ago, and I haven't done it since. I'm going to do it now. I don't know how this is going to come out on film because it's so dark here and my big lights shit it up. And put it on. Well, that's going on a plate with crushed digestives on top of it. Bon appetit. Good morning. Fire going. Massive pile of feathersticks. Can't fail. Oh, you. Coffee. Well folks, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who watched and commented my last video, the end of an era video where I lost my woods. I was pretty down when I saw that my woods had been half cut, but I'm fine, don't worry about me. I'm sure to find somewhere else, and I've got plenty of places I can go. It's just there a bit further afield. That woods was pretty close to home, and it had everything I need for tool reviews, my little sanctuary, but it's gone, and that's the end of that, and I'll have to find somewhere else closer to home. Where I am now is about 3/4 of an hour from home, so great for a camp out, not so great to get away for a couple of hours. Yeah, so just a big thank you to everyone. And I had a bit of a shock because Bjorn Bull Hansen had commented, and that poor guy had just been through exactly the same thing. I watched his video last night, and yeah, he was pretty down as well. So that's that basically. I'm just waiting for my kettle to boil now for my third cuppa of the morning. Not having any breakfast because, as I said last night, I'm trying to eat just one meal a day to lose some weight. I ate all of that joking apple crumble to myself, and I was pretty stuffed after it, so I can't eat much today now. It's a funny thing, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight, and because of lockdown and things, I put quite a bit of weight on. I didn't go to work for about 2 months, and then I only went back to work and did a bit. So I was basically reasonably immobile for months and months and months, just going to the shed and going to the woods, not like doing a hard day's work, but more or less back in work full time now. I can get back into a routine, and I really need to lose some weight. Hoping to do some walking and things in the summer, if everything goes back to normal, which it should do, because over here now things are getting back to normal, pretty much back to normal in England, but where I live here in Wales is still a little bit strict. I'm going to start packing up now, probably have another 2 cuppas before I go. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your views, your comments, and remember that thumbs up is always appreciated. I'll see you next time, hopefully in a new camp. That's all, folks. Say goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye, Nick.
I knew we'd do that. Ta-ra.
Bye.
I haven't ever... Oh shit, start again. What the fuck am I talking about? Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've made a smoke magnet.
Are you recording? These are the unbreakable ones, unbendable ones that I bent. We like it nice and tight. Very good. Because he's a twat.
You twat.
Nick's my sawing bitch.
I'm sawing food.
Yeah, retard, he sure loved the saw. Can you fucking see me? No, you fucking can't. Oh. I could sleep on these.
You couldn't.
Oh, this fucking thing.
I have all your lights broken.
All my fucking lights are broken. Cheap shit, that's fucking way.
What are those posh fucking trousers called? Who make them? Fall ribbon. This fall ribbon hat is fucking stupid. It's too small.
Is it?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm going to basically pack up and I'll be going. If I can think of something bushcrafty to do this morning, I will. But I got to get home. No, we'll scrap that. That's shit. Start again. So, come here, Nick. We've got to say goodbye.